Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about hormones secreted by placenta during pregnancy. The hormones we are discussing here are in context of pregnancy only. Okay. The first hormone we are going to talk is progesterone. Progesterone is literally the hormone of pregnancy. It maintains the pregnancy and allows the progression of pregnancy. Initially 8 to 10 weeks, up to 8 to 10 weeks, corpus luteum secretes the progesterone. But after that, placenta takes over. The precursor molecules of progesterones are lipids, cholesterol, LDLs. What is the property of progesterone? Progesterone is the muscle relaxant, smooth muscle relaxant that relaxes the uterus, and it also promotes the growth of uterus. That's why it is a very basic need for pregnancy. Whenever the progesterone level goes down, the uterine contraction will be there and the process of abortion will be started. So in case of ectopic pregnancy and abortion, we can see the levels of progesterone are decreased. In the molar pregnancy, progesterone level increases. The second hormone we are going to talk about is estrogen. There is estriol and estradiol, E2, E3. E2 is the most common estrogen when we talk about normal woman, but E3 is most specific for pregnancy. There is one concept for estrogen, is called Phasis concept. One thing I forgot to tell you, that the progesterone is synthesized in placenta, but the precursor molecules comes from the mother, that is cholesterol and LDL. But if we talk about estrogen is synthesized in placenta, but the precursor molecules, that are androgens, that comes from fetus, not mother. Whenever the estrogen is synthesized, you must remember that androgens are needed for that, and those androgens are supplied by fetus. Fetal adrenal glands produce androgens like DHEAS, and these androgens are used by placental enzyme, that is aromatase enzyme, to synthesize estradiol. Which enzyme placenta don't have is 17 alpha hydroxylase. That's why the placenta has to use fetal androgens for making estrogens. Now, the second hormone is human placental lactogen. This hormone is a determinant of placental function. That means if we want to know that the placenta is working fine, if we want to assess the placental function, we want to measure HPL. It's also called human chorionic somatotropin, synthesized by, specifically and only synthesized by syncytotrophoblast. That's why is the hormone of assessment for placental function, because it's specifically synthesized by syncytotrophoblast. It can be detected as early as 3 weeks of the gestation. It goes highest value at 34 to 36 weeks of pregnancy, because after 34 to 30 weeks of pregnancy, even placenta ages and placental function gradually decreases after this period. The half-life of HPL is 10 to 30 minutes. What HPL do? What is the function of HPL? HPL is the glucose provider of fetus. That means HPL increases the insulin resistance in mother. That's why the glucose level the glycosamic levels in mother are higher because of HPL, and with this extra glucose in the maternal blood is responsible for the availability of glucose to fetus, because main nutrient for fetus is what? Glucose. The third very important hormone is human chorionic gonadotropin, Hcg. Hcg is a glycoprotein hormone. It is the highest carbohydrate content of any human hormone. It contains two subunits, alpha, beta. Alpha subunit is common with other hormones like LH, FSH, TSH. But the beta subunit is very specific to Hcg. Half-life of Hcg is 24 to 36 hours. With the progression of pregnancy, Hcg also increases, and the doubling time of Hcg is 1.4 to 2 days. In this time, Hcg should double for a normal pregnancy. Hcg can be detected as early as 8 days of fertilization. If we see this graph, this is a graph of Hcg, this is the time, and these are the levels. With the implantation here, Hcg starts rising and it reaches at highest level at 8 to 10 weeks. Then Hcg gradually decreases and comes to a lower level at 16 weeks, and then it completely abolished from the circulation only after pregnancy is done, after 40 weeks. So this is the time when Hcg is highest, 8 to 10 weeks. There are titer of beta Hcg. If we got the titer of beta Hcg 1500 international units per liter, then we are sure that we should be getting a pregnancy on transvaginal scan. If the Hcg titer is more than 1500 and we are not able to get that pregnancy in transvaginal scan, then in pregnancy we should search for anywhere. For example, it can be an abdominal pregnancy also. The titer level for trans-abdominal scan is 6000 to 6500 international unit per limit. What is the function of Hcg? It maintains the corpus luteum, so that corpus luteum can secrete progesterone, estrogen, and other hormones. It stimulates LH. It has an immunosuppressive action. Also stimulates maternal thyroid. So Hcg is also important. These are the hormones that is secreted by human placenta. Thank you.